Reuben Paul, who was a fantastic comedian. He opens up for George Lopez. Reuben Paul, Dante Nero. I have Marina Franklin, Yamanika Saunders. I'm letting you all know these names. I would bring the people that are around me that I go, they can do the job. They can do the job. That's what I would do. Mm-hmm. And it's like in our mentality, maybe, because we always like to trace it, maybe it's a slavery thing. Right. Because in the slave masters, remember, they divided us up and they only gave the house slave some, and the field slave was like, Lord have mercy. Why did he get everything? Right? Right. But that's bullshit. Right. No, it's not bullshit, but it is bullshit because you can stop that cycle. Correct.
Hey, yo. Now, this one I'll be talking about. And that's why I called him a mogul that he was talking about earlier. Someone that's a half breed. He want to make fun of the slave master and the field slave. And brother, shut your ass up, okay? When you are a first generation Nigerian, and this is what I mean by like these brothers come over talking shit, and like we ain't the same damn people. When we are the same damn people. But they act like we ain't. And then they want to come over here and make fun of the things that psychologically has damaged the so-called black man in America. Negro, you just got here. We grew up with this trauma. Your parents didn't grow up with that type of trauma. They had a culture, they had a language, they had customs, they had things that pertain to their heritage. Now, did they have some colonialism over there? Yes. But they still had a lot of their customs. They still had a sense of community and camaraderie. They were able to get their freedom. We ain't never had no freedom. So-called blacks is still in captivity today. We still getting shot down. We still getting decapitated. We still being thrown underneath the bus in the media. We still being thrown in jail. We still being miseducated. We still don't know who we are. We still worshiping white Jesus. And then you want to get up here and you want to start acting as if you talking about how that type of stuff, like you want to dismiss all the hurt and pain that the so-called black man has went through. That's the issue with the so-called blacks that come here that ain't really from here, that can just go back home. They know they ain't never got to stand in solidarity with the so-called blacks here because they can always go back home. They know what village they come from. When we say we African American, what part of Africa? That's the end of the conversation. We don't know. And if they say, okay, Nigeria, okay, what tribe? We don't know. He can tell you where he come from, what country, and what tribe he come from. So I don't want to hear none of this tap dancing as if the hardships and the pain of the so-called black man here is not real. Now, yes, is there a lot of opportunities? Yes. But there's not a lot of people who are showing us those opportunities. All we see is entertainers like comedians, the LeBron Jameses, the Denzel Washingtons. Those things seem so far removed from us that we don't really know that that's even an option, because we don't see no doctors and we don't see no lawyers. We don't see no scientists, inventors. You know how long it took for me to learn that the Super Soaker was created by a black man? I was an adult. I was grown. It wasn't that long ago, maybe 10 years ago. But the point is, if I would have grew up knowing that these things were something that I could do, then maybe I would have went in a different direction. I think I did pretty well for myself. But the point is, I could have went left. Now, a lot of these kids, they need these type of things. They need to be able to see the opportunity. And we just starting to get there. But for him to come along and talk about, oh, it's not because of slavery. Nigga, yes it is. When you are stripped from your language, culture, heritage, customs are all stripped from you. And now the reason why you have rap is because they took the white man took the instruments out of the schools. So now we started beatboxing. And then now we added on the rap. And that's how you got hip hop. Everything that come from our so-called culture is nothing but a subculture. And it's a subculture because we only have it because the white man has affected the way we live. White man said, no, you gotta dress like this. We say, you know what? Hell no, we ain't gonna pull our pants up. We're gonna sag the pants. That's a subculture. That's a culture of rebellion. But it's still something that all the nations all over the world copy. Why? Because the so-called black man is nothing like him. Nothing like him. But he ain't gonna understand because he ain't from here. Just because you born here don't mean you from here. If you don't got no roots here, then you don't know what's really going on. And it's not for you to talk about, oh, you could just change it. His dad was a damn a scholar. His mom was like a nurse practitioner. I didn't see that. When you don't see greatness, you don't know how you can go. I didn't see no greatness when all through my family. Now, was my family all positive? Yes. Was my family, from good stock? Yes. But we wasn't no doctors and lawyers and all that. I still had to get it out the mud. I still had to learn on my own. I still didn't have my father around. There was still things that affected me because of slavery. Now, for you to say, oh, we can stop it without giving no solutions, you have the damn spirit, bro. And that's what I mean. Don't speak on what the so-called blacks here had to go through when your people ain't had to go through it, especially you.
You know what I'm saying?
If you chose to.
I maybe it's my parenting. I don't know. You haven't asked me about that, but you will.
Yeah.
About my parenting,
okay. When you was telling the story about how you went to college and you became kind of militant and you
very
Black
militant,
Power,
yes.
And
Black
your dad was like, "We send you to school."
Oh, do your accent.
Because I did my ancestry.
Okay. I heard you're 90% Nigerian. You look more Nigerian than me. You look like a dignitary.
Michael Blackson told me I got off the boat yesterday.
Hey, we're the same people. That's why our genotype is gonna be the same. We're gonna have the same wide nose. We're gonna have them same strong cheeks and jawbones. We're gonna look the same. That's why he said that Shannon looked more like a Nigerian than he does, and that's right. When I heard that Godfrey was a Nigerian, I was like, damn, for real. But when I hear things like, oh, the slave master, then now I'm like, oh yeah, he definitely a Nigerian, because they always be hating on our plight here, and it's definitely a plight. We've been terrorized since the beginning, and they keep reminding us of this terrorism by having the police, by whooping our ass, getting out the car, by throwing us in jail, by making us have to do all these plea deals to not go to court. So now we just plead guilty because we don't want life, so we'll take 7 years. That's terrorism. You don't want me to blow up the building? Then give me what I want. That's terrorism. The so-called black man has been terrorized in this society from the start. So I don't want to hear from no one that's a Nigerian that can go home whenever they want to, that has customs and culture that they can reference back to. I don't want to hear from them. And the crazy thing is, they being oppressed over there too. So what are we even talking about? What are we even talking about? You should look at our plight like, damn, I'm glad, I can only imagine. I'm glad I didn't go through that. But for you to be talking mess and talking about, oh, it ain't, it's our fault and could stop it whenever we want to. You think that the average so-called black man that's coming out of high school or going into high school that just is with the wrong friends and now he get booked, you think he could just stop that? He ain't gonna have no second chance. Now he gotta go to court. Hopefully he don't get no felon. Hopefully he don't become a felon, because he ain't gonna get no second chance. It's not just, oh, you could just stop the cycle. No, this is a spiritual thing. It ain't nothing you could just stop. You cannot control what other people do. And that's the thing. You could use him as an example. As good as he is, as funny as he is, he say he can't make it. He can't seem to get constant work. Why is that? Oh, can't you just stop it? Can't you just do what you want to do? No, you got the so-called white man above your head telling you what you can and can't do, nigga. Nah, you ain't gonna be on this movie, nigga. You didn't put on no dress, nigga. You ain't docile enough, nigga. You talk too much, nigga. You know too much history, nigga. You ain't gonna be put on no stage like this. And then you gonna say, oh, they blocked my Instagram. I had almost 800,000 followers. Why you think that is? Because they already told you the greatest threat to this society is the unity of the so-called black man. Period. So what they gonna do? They gonna have all these traps, all these obstacles, all these trap doors and scams and all these things you think you can go through and get and overcome things, and you're gonna end up right back where you was. That's what I'm saying. If you don't, and the biggest thing is the religion. You think you worshiping God, but you worshiping the damn devil. You in church worshiping the damn devil, the white Jesus. When ain't no such thing. You might as well just be worshiping the tooth fairy at that point. You might as well just think that when you was younger and you put your tooth underneath that bed, that a fairy came through that window and put it underneath your bed. You might as well just believe that if you believe in white Jesus. That's all. That's what I'm saying. It's a constant attack. No matter where you at, where you look, what you read, what you worship, the so-called white man is attacking the so-called black man's brain. So to dismiss it and say that, oh, you could just stop it if you want to, you don't really understand the condition of the battle. You don't understand what really we go through every day, because you're not really in our society. Yeah, you read some books. Yeah, you might have been pro blackity black. You know, oh, I'm militant. Okay, well, so what? The whole pro blackity blacks don't got no solutions, no damn way. Where they going? They okay, we march. Now what? You don't got no answers. The pro blackity black just want to be heard. They just want to prove that they know more history than you do. That's all they want to do. Just like the wicked white boy want to out nigga you. The whole pro blackity black protester, he just want to seem as if he the best black person that there is. Period. And why can you say that he's the best black? Because he know all the history. He know all the names of the black righteous or the black movement freedom fighters. He know all the people that come from certain states and the names of the celebrities. He know all this stuff. So I'm the best black. That's all the pro blackity black want to do. The protesters, they just want to be heard, but ain't no solutions. Ain't no one ever said, hey man, you know what? These DAs, these prosecutors, they be giving out a lot of time. It said that anywhere from 7 to 25 years. How come we keep getting 25 years? How come my 18-year-old alleged criminals keep getting 25 years, but then the so-called white man, he gets 7? We should go ahead and get a group of lawyers that's gonna be prosecutors to stop all this 25 years. We're gonna start giving our people what they really deserve. Maybe he was just there at the wrong place, wrong time. Maybe he should only get 7, but everybody getting 25 years, just like the Gina 6. The Gina 6, it was like combined, they had like 230 years or something like that. 6 people, 230 years for not killing nobody. But then we don't want to do that. We just want to scream loud and make noise, and then hopefully the white man will give us a pat on the back and say, good job, nigga. He's never gonna do that. So if you don't got no solutions, if you're not gonna give us no type of plan, shut the hell up. You're not gonna teach me nothing. You're not gonna show me how I should conduct myself. You're not gonna actually put me in no program to be like you. So now when you die, that the whole movement just died. That's not someone that got solutions. So the fact that he said he was all military and pro blackity black, I don't care about that. Unless you're gonna actually understand the plight of the so-called black man in this terrorist country, I don't want to hear what you got to say. What you have to say is null and void, and it's not valid because you're dismissing me as I'm not valid. And that's what I'm saying. That's what the so-called Africans be doing. Even though we're the same people, But that's the trick, is to get us to think we not the same people. Just because I talk ghetto, I guess, quote unquote ghetto, you better than me. Just because you came here and was able to be successful right away, don't mean you better than us. You still a nigga, just from another coast. Trust and believe, you still a nigga. Now they might tell you when you get here to not tangle with us, not be amongst us, but you need to see through all that white supremacist stuff and know we the same people, bro. And don't get up on here acting no damn fool, talking like no white man talking about we should just get over slavery. Shut your ass up. It ain't something we could just get over. Nobody is getting over nothing that in their own culture. If they had an atrocity, they ain't getting over it. They bringing it up all the time. So we gonna bring it up all the time. Not saying that it's always an excuse, but we're not gonna dismiss it as if it just don't matter. All right. If I made you laugh, which I probably didn't on this one, hit that like button. Whatever. If I made you laugh, if you liked it, whatever, go ahead and hit that like button. If I made you think, go ahead and comment. I want to know your thoughts. And if you want to just roll with the channel, we're a small channel trying to do big things. Go ahead and hit that subscription button with notification bell and hit the like and the share so that the channel can grow. We can become one big happy family. All right.